Karen and her husband Mike are on the way out. I've got some breakfast frying, and eggs are on the way. We'll go to the site relatively soon, and after I grab some things here, and I believe that Eco-Village history will be made today. So just some real quick updates before I head down to the project. We're just waiting for Karen and Mike now. Okay, at present, this is all there is to be said about the excavation work that had been scheduled this summer. The reason for this is that I was supposed to have Frederick out here to help me for reasons I won't get into. He's not here. And I was supposed to have two hands the entire summer. That didn't work out. And now that I'm going away with the Armed Forces, that's slowed down even further still. So, I genuinely ran out of time. I know if I did what's behind me, 3 full squares, in the time span of about a week, I know that in 14 weeks, I could have finished off the entire hillside. But, as Karen was so kind to point out, my time is better invested, as she helped me figure out, this isn't her fault, my time is better invested working with the Armed Forces, earning money, and coming back to work with the community. So, in the meantime, there's Karen and Mike now, so away we go to the Eco-Village project and and this is a squirrel cache, one of the little surprises. Good morning, or afternoon, it's 2:15. We lost some footage yesterday, so I'll let you know what we did. I did catch in the video that we started cutting on this corner at 330 feet. And this is our corner. We did some clearing in around here, and out that way is the Crown land area. Any farther towards the left doesn't belong to us. Anything towards the right does. And Mr. Spider here is observing me, I suppose. So, all in there technically belongs to us. And when the time comes, we will use our compasses and get an exact bearing in that direction and cut a track. What we decided to do on the other end of the property, we're at, I guess, 0 and 330 feet further up the hill. The trees we cut down, we put in a straight line, so that we can actually sight down that line and determine whether or not the track we're cutting is accurate, and we can use a compass to get the proper bearing. If you remember, the angle is in my deed. So, you can join me, I guess, as I walk up towards the other side. And here is the center line. And here is the area I'm going to take care of. The objective for today is this hill. I want to cut a significant portion of this away, so much that I can, and ideally push it to the side of each area and get some pipe to put in the ditch to act as a temporary culvert, because this theoretically will wick some water away. It isn't a proper ditch, but it'll work for now. When Karen and Mike are able to get their ATV out here, we're going to have this cleared away for a halfway decent road. I don't want to shake my kidneys loose trying to get up here, but all this will be taken care of. You can see that we already took care of some of the trees, some stumps and branches, and we already limbed up to head height and left the rest of it alone. We did forestry, we aren't savages. So we have some trees cut down here, some stumps to remove, those guys, a lot of brush there, and we're saving the stockpiled wood. There are a lot of fall trees, tree falls, whatever you want to call it, that we've got to get rid of. And there's some squirrel holes, the squirrel nests, but some of these trees are magnificent, absolutely gorgeous. The hope is to get rid of a lot of this clutter, get rid of a lot of the branches up to head height, and clear away some of the trees, but this whole area here that we cleared away through no minor effort will be Main Street, the main walkway. And though this area is cleaned, we're going to replant some trees and have the road come up here, because the road will go up that way and up at an angle to give us some to block off some of the view, and then it'll be up here and down this way, so that you can't actually see the road from this angle. A lot of this has to go. The area up here, a lot of that is cleared away because one of our neighbors was given bad information. It was no fault of his, and he thought this area belonged to him, so we cleared that up. Wow, that's gotta go. And we have to adjust the boundaries and figure that out. But this marker post, and that, well, I think is that tree more accurately, but this is a better place for the stake, marks the 150-foot mark to the road, to our corner. So more or less a straight line from here all the way in there is the corner, and this is where the land begins for our villagers. All that area back to the road is to be left undisturbed, more or less, and this is a corner for Karen and Mike. What we've decided is the whole width of the property, so 330 feet, minus 30 feet in the middle, is their area. One side for their house and beautification stuff, the other side belongs to them, but will be used for community affairs. For example, a farm, or a pottery area, or a lumber yard, etc., etc. So, this is the area, the site, and I am elated, absolutely ecstatic. Saturday, I think, Karen and Mike will be coming out. If I'm incorrect, I will make corrections for that in a later video, but I really am excited. So, I will see you all again. Now to show you the final corner, I guess. So one corner, middle, another corner. So up here, and of course, there's a purple margin. So, we'll show you what I was talking about. Here's the marker ribbon. Some of the birch. Now, this isn't nearly as well manicured because we were in a hurry last time, but this is the area we have cleared away. Now, I can't see the mark over there, but from here, you can see if you pardon the pun, the tree line. That, as near as we can tell, is the angle of land we have. And even if we're off a little bit onto our land, that's fine too. So I'll show you the problem we ran into. I mentioned our neighbor made the honest mistake of beginning some land clearing before the survey was done. Everyone does it out here. The problem was he had an area cut away for some construction and all this area for a woods road. So technically, if our angle is right, which it can't be off by much, all this, you can see the tree line there. So all this area from the road to here and all the way over there technically belongs to us. That way he gets to keep his construction area clear, and we have some of this already cut away and clean. This project is designed to take generations, lifetimes. So I don't mind a whole hell of a lot if we had to replant to block off some of this area. But this is on our land. That has been confirmed. And I don't blame him for the error. So, we know all this is the first block, and that area over there was where I was just standing. So, over here, technically, is the back end of Karen and Mike's lot. So they had a path already cut from their property to their neighbor's property. That's alright. We don't mind. He's been treating us exceptionally well, and I have no problem with reciprocity. So, there we have it. A bit better of a walk through there. And, beautiful moss. This place is absolutely gorgeous. So, I'm going to walk right over here, closing by return, if you like, back over to this area, and down there is Main Street. Alrighty, cheerio everybody, got some work to do to clear away some of that hill, and I will get back to you when I have more to report. So here I am again. You see that corner where we have area cut away, and all the way up to those logs, or the halfway point. So, today's mission, which turned out very, very well, was to begin clearing that big mound, that hump between the asphalt and the main street of Eco-Village. So, here we have it. So far, we have these logs. That little shelf cut away. I needed to determine how far I wanted to dig, so this is a pretty good angle. I've got about 1.5 foot incline, and one pile of earth, another pile over there, and all this is cut away. So pretty soon, this slope will be consistent right down to this area. There goes Larry. And will be consistent to his area. When I get all this cut away from here, this huge root supports my body weight. So right from there, all the way over to the base of those tree trunks. I'm thinking, again, Karen will be out here on Saturday, so when the time comes, we'll have that area cut away. There's actually going to be 2 of us out here then. So, that will give me this area. When that's finished, we get some axes and widen this. That tree is going to go. That tree is going to go. The one that forks up in the 2. And I think that one right next to it's going to go. That way it'll be wide enough with all this stuff gone, all this stuff gone. It'll be wide enough for a vehicle. So when we make this, it's another 2 or 3 feet wider. Put some horizontal members, some more vertical ones, some horizontal ones, and build that up a little bit. We'll actually be able to drive to back a pickup truck in here, park, I guess, just before that dumps that stump, and drive the quad out, and away we go and do our thing. But, good times. This is a huge, huge obstacle on Eco-Village center point. And again, see that tuft of grass is more or less the other corner. No, actually, sorry. There's a ribbon up there. Right there. And that's our other corner. So, there you have it. I wonder if you hear that music. Okay, stop now. It was really nice. Sounds like a tin whistle. But this is the Eco-Village grounds. Finally, before I sign off, there's a tree trunk right there. Gone in that way. That will be the post for a 3x3 sign with the Eco-Village logo. It's going to be put right where the base of that post is. Right there, probably 2 or 3 feet down. Maybe up further in the trees, with those cleared away and these cleared away. That birch stays where it is. We'll mark the corner and be the Eco-Village sign, and in front will be where we explore. So, that's it for me. So, I'll talk to you later on, and thanks so much for